All right, so our turn marshals for race number 1, I'm going to call upon race number 8. That is 17.5 two-wheel expert heat 2. Yes. Yes, you are. You are in race 4 and 5. You are on the screen. Might be operator error. All right, he 1 is going to be E.G., Julian Taylor, Kevin Allen, Tim Albert, and Carlos Cortez.
Double C.
All right, I am looking for race number 8, heat 2 of 17.5 expert to come on out and marshal. All right, marshals for this one will be Ryan, Nelson,
Julian
Jeff, Jordan,
Taylor.
Jovi, and Bryant. Need a little bit of help at that last double. So this is the final race on this track. You heard that right. We will be changing the track 5 p.m. Saturday. That is tomorrow. If you're available to come help join us, there will be some perks. So 5 o'clock tomorrow, we're doing the track build. All right, I got a check from everyone but EG, but he is on the way. Got my marshals making their way out here.
1 minute to the start of the
race. I could use one more in front of the driver's stand. I'm going to need a marshal in front of the driver's stand. All right, and there is Jumpin' Jovi Levin. I'd call him Jammin' Jovi Levin, but Jammin's been taken. Jay Halsey beat to the punch by about 25 years. Actually, it's more like 35 years.
Eric Gonzalez.
All right, there is EG getting checked in. Okay, guys, we are going to let Julian go by for one more lap, and we're going live loop. And we're live from San Jose, California. Brought to you by NorCal Hobbies, the race place, and Team Powers, the power you need. We are 15 seconds in. This is our 3-lap Friday series. For our viewers at home, if you're not familiar with how this works, your top 3 consecutive laps is your qualifying time. That is basically how pre-qualifying works at a national or world level event. 35 seconds in, 3:25 to go. Fastest opening lap goes to Julian, 16.4. He needs 2 more. Oh, Kevin Allen starting this one off good, a 16.6 to 16.5. He is looking alive. Coming across the line here with a 16.9. Doing just fine. 1 minute down, 3 minutes to go in this qualifier. EG going 16.7 that pass. Oh. 1:15 down, 2:45 to go. EG now to the front. His best 3 laps, a 50.2. Kevin Allen actually to the front, 50.1. Got EG 50.2. Carlos going 53.4. Tim 55.0. Julian 56.6. Julian on his way to a decent 3-lap stint here, it looks like. Yeah, minute 45 down, 2:15 to go. And EG now going 49.8. Julian Taylor going 2 at a 49.9. Kevin Allen in the 3, 50.1. Carlos going to 51.6. Tim going 55.0. We got 2 minutes to go, drivers. 2 minutes to go. All right, 2:25 in, 1:35 remaining. Got a reset for Kevin, a reset for Eric. Carlos going 17-2 last time by. Reset for Julian, a reset for Tim. All right, we got a minute 25 to go, drivers. Julian Taylor, that time by 16-4. Kevin going 16-7. Tim a 17-2. Just over 1 minute to go here. All right, so you only got about enough time for 3 more laps. So this is the final stint here for these drivers. 50 seconds remain. All right, Kevin a reset. Got Julian 16-6, Tim 17-5, EG 16-7, Cortez a 17-5. 30 seconds left, drivers. Taylor with a 16-4 needs one more. This is a smooth looking lap here for Taylor. So that will improve Julian's qualifying time to a 49.902. Just off of EG. Right now, EG holding down the top spot at 49.872. All right, time has expired. Keep going if you wish. Kevin Allen, 16-4, needs one more. Actually, Kevin, you're done. My bad. Eric, you're done. Tim, you're done. Carlos, you're done. And Taylor, that'll be a race, guys. So, these guys are not in order on the screen, but Julian Taylor taking it on the final lap, 49.757. We got Eric Gonzalez going 49.873. Kevin Allen in the 350.0. Cortez goes to 51.6. Albert at 52.1. Okay, so the bar's been set. 49.757 by Mr. Taylor.
Grasshopper.
All right, if you just raced, I will need you to come on out and turn marshal, please.
Rice Cakes.
This is 40 plus
AJ
heat
Cardinale.
number
Steve
2.
Blue. Martin White.
2. Oh, need a little help at the last double, guys. If I can get my drivers from the last race.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, everybody's checked in. Got most of my marshals on track. If I get one more in the middle, maybe. Let's see. All right.
15
Okay,
seconds to the
so
start
let
of the
this
race.
group of cars go by. We are going live loop, drivers. Live loop. Yeah, Cortez got some wheels there. Gotta say, it's good to see Carlos moving good. We got 30 seconds in. Martin White going 16.5. Brian 16.7. Got Steve going 16.8. Art and David lap 1 resets. 45 seconds in. 3:15 to go. Marty White so far 16.5 and a 16.3. BG a 16.7, 16.5. Steve a 16.8 and a 16.4. Cardinale going 17.1 this time by BG. First 3 laps in 49.8. Got Martin White 50.1. Steve going 50.6. Art going 16.9 this time by, needing one more lap. David going 17.4 this time around. Ooh, BG improves that time. 16.4 this time around. That brings it down to a 49.6. TQ has been reset. We got minute 30 down, 2:30 left. Wow, going even faster now. BG 16.6, 16.4, 16.3. That is a 49.4. Yeah, let's see. In the 2 spot, Martin going 50.1, Steve a 50.4, Art 51.4, David 51.7. BG with a reset. Martin going 16.3, following it up at 16.5. Martin White needs one more lap. 2 minutes in, drivers. 2 minutes to go. All right, Martin White going 16.8 that time by. That's enough to improve his seed time to a 49.8. I believe that puts him third overall at the moment. Careful getting on the back straight. All clear. So we got BG leading the way, 49.4. Martin White going 49.8. Art going 51.4. Steve 50.4. David 50. Oh, back straight, go wide. That is clear. Got minute 15 to go, drivers. Start thinking about those final 3 laps. It's crunch time. 1 minute to go, drivers. Keep in mind, these seed times are about 49 to 51 seconds. So you will be embarking on your final stint momentarily. EG was there. He was there to help. There was no car to help, though. It happens. 35 seconds to go. To be honest, I'd rather someone be preemptive about marshaling than waiting for the car to actually, yeah. 20 seconds remain. Wow, Martin White going 16.3, a 16.6. And that improves his seed time to a 49.426. That is just enough to take TQ by, that's 5-1. Oh, he improves it again. 16.3 that time by for White. He could improve even further if this lap is, never mind. He's like, I'm good. All right, that'll be a race, guys. So Martin White going 49.3 on the final lap. BG goes 49.4. Steve goes a 50.4. Bixler goes a 50.7. And Cardinale goes a 51.4. All right, moving on to 21.5. Combined category tonight, you guys will be getting points separately. However, you're all racing
Carter
together.
Garcia.
Like one big
Long
happy
man.
family.
Ten car Ted. Brian Merck. Andrew Newell. 1 minute to the start of the race. Craig Oku. Eddie Fernandez. 45 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre. Jacob Jorgensen. Carter Garcia. El Tigre. 30 seconds to the start of the race. Long Ben. 10 car Ted. Andrew Newell. Brian Merck. Jacob Jorgensen. 15 seconds to the start of the race. Eddie Fernandez.
Okay, got everybody sorted out here. Let's see. Marshalls. Got Marty. Got
Less
one.
than 5.
I think that's Bixler. BG, Steve, and Art. Okay, we are good to go. And we got Scott joining us. All right. So we are going to go racing here. Loop is live in less than 5. Back straight, go wide. All right, guys. Remember, it's a 3-lap format. So if you guys stop, wait for some clear track. That is a valid strategy. So, I don't know. We might have enough to split this class now. We didn't before, but that's what happens when we get late signups. It happens. It's just the first round kind of sucks. Got 45 seconds in, 3:15 to go. All right, so I got 2 categories simultaneously sharing the track here. Our sportsman guys, our expert guys. Yeah, I think round 2 we're going to split you guys up as well. Yeah, I didn't have enough to split you earlier, but I definitely do now. This is a prime example of why we do close race signups at, 6:15? Stuff like this happens. We got minute 30 down, 2:30 to go. Right now in Sportsman, it's going to be Carter Garcia leading the way at 54.7. Got Craig going 55.8. Eddie at 58.6. Theo at 105.5. And leading the expert group, we got Andrew Knoll 51.4. Jacob at 51. No, Tony at 51.5. Jacob 51.6. Ben at 53.7. And Brian 56.5. All right, 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. All right, fastest lap of this race so far, 17.0 from Andrew Knoll. Got 17.0 from Jacob Jorgensen, and now a 17.0 from Tony Wilson. Sportsman group, we got Carter Garcia 17.7, back straight at the beginning. It's clear. $125 left in this one. $115 remaining. Oh, we got one down at the first double. $105 left in this one, drivers. Let's see. We got Tony Wilson now to the front. 51.3. Andrew Knoll going 51.4. Jacob at 51.6. Ben at 53.7. Brian at 55.6. Our sportsman group. Oh, back straight. Careful on the back straight. Again. All clear, all clear. All right, sportsman group. I got Craig Oku leading the way. 54.6. Carter at 54.7. Eddie at 57.4. Theo 101.3. 25 seconds to go. Ten seconds remaining. All right, folks. So, yeah, starting next round, we're going to split this group. We're going to cut y'all in half. You get to decide, though. Do you want to get cut in half hamburger style or hot dog style? All right, got one more car, and making his way around the bend here. That'll be a race, guys. So in our expert division, Andrew Knoll going 51.2. We got Tony 51.3, Jacob 51.6, Ben a 53.7, actually Brian 53.5. Then we got Craig 54.6 leading the Sportsman. Wow, getting that on Carter by 3 thousandths of a second. Are you 21.5? No. Race 5.
Jordan Rivera. Too Soon Jr. Nelson B. Julian Taylor. Rice Cakes. Double C. Eric Gonzalez.
All right, I'm going to need some turn marshals out here, please. Can I get
1
my
minute to the
drivers
start of
from
the
the
race.
previous group?
"45 seconds to the start of the race. Austin Church. 30 seconds to the start of the race. David Newell.
Hey, guys, I do welcome late signups, but please try to call the
15
shop ahead of
seconds
time.
to the start of the race.
That way we can do everything correctly. So if you guys are running any later than 6 o'clock, please call the hobby shop. Let us know. That
Less
way we
than
can
5.
get things figured out correctly. All right, looks like these guys are ready to go. I still don't have a turn marshal in front of the driver's stand. I should have everybody from that last race. What do you mean? So I should have all my drivers from the last race on track. Yeah. Okay, I got Eddie, got Jacob. Okay, we have our spots covered, but let's see. Who am I missing? Let's see. Ben, you out there? Oh, you're right there. Yep. So, yeah, Carter, Theo, we're going to have you marshal a future race. I'm going to call upon you later in the evening. All right, loop is live.
Transponder 6968266. Scott Jorgensen.
Hi, me. I'm me too. All right, we got BG going 17-0, Nelson 17-7, Jordan 17-5, Carlos 17-8, David in 18-6, Jeff in 18-6, Julian is 17-1. Lap 2 for BG is 16-9. We're 45 seconds in. But these guys have an opportunity to complete the first 3 laps. Careful at the tabletop. Careful at the tabletop. Tabletop, tabletop. Oh, I need a little help. Little help. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Careful at the tabletop. Careful at the tabletop. Careful at the tabletop. Landing the tabletop now. All right, folks. That is clear. 1:15 in, 2:45 to go. Brian Gross, a 51.4 in the first 3 laps. Got Julian going, 52 flat. Nelson going 53.8. Eric going 54.5. Let's see. These are not in order, so it takes a moment. 57.7 for Cortez, 57.8 for Miranda. Got 1 minute out of church. 111s for both David and Scott. 145 down and 2:15 to go. All right, 2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Brian is on top of the leaderboard here. 51 flat now the seed time. Looks like Julian in the 2 spot, 52.0. Nelson going a 52.3. Eric a 52.5. And we got Carlos a 52.3 now. Jeff improves to a 51.9. Okay, we got 230 down, 130 remaining. Your order right now, BG 51.0, Jeff 51.7, Julian 52.0. Julian just going 50.9 to improve his seed time, taking over the top spot. Careful up front, guys. Careful in the chicane. So right now your order is Julian, Brian, Jeff, Eric, Carlos, Nelson, Jordan, David, Austin, and Scott. 1 minute to go. Julian 50.854, Brian at 50.888, Nelson 51.7, Jeff 51.7, Eric 52.2, Carlos 52.3, Jordan 52.6, David 54.4, Austin 57.5, Scott on 107. Got 45 seconds left, drivers. Taylor continues to lead the way. So BG with the reset there. 30 seconds to go. This is race number 4 on track. We're going to move into 17.5 Sportsman up next. All right, folks, we're getting close to that time expired mark. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Careful at the tabletop. That is clearing up. Oh, no. Might be a dead truck. All right, EG's done. Julian, you're done. That will be a race, guys. So Julian Taylor takes TQ at a 50.854. We got BG a 50.888. Nelson going 51.71. Jeff going 51.79. EG a 52.1. Carlos 52.3. Jordan 52.6. David a 54.4. Austin 57.5. And Scott with a 107.6.
10 car Ted.
All right, this is 17.5 Sportsman Buggy. That'll be Craig, Theo, Sean, and Scott. Turn marshals will be the drivers from the previous group.
Sean Torres.
Okay, if I can get my drivers from the previous
1
group,
minute to
come
the
on
start
out and
of the
turn
race.
marshal.
Craig Oku.
So there are 10 of you guys in that last one. So if you're not racing intermediate, I could probably use a few of you guys to marshal intermediate.
45 seconds
That'd be awesome.
to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Jorgensen. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, so the rest of my
than
drivers
5.
in that last race, we'll have you guys marshal the next race. All right, this one's going live loop. All right. We got Craig Oku going 18.5. Scott going to 19.4. Sean going 19.3. Theo a 19.9. Fastest opening lap goes to the Silver Bullet, Craig Oku. I'm just saying that to amuse Scott. All right, 45 seconds in. Craig going 17.9 on the second lap. And Craig 17.3 on lap 3. It took me 3 laps to realize Craig is no longer running the Silver Bullet. So Craig Oku driving that shiny new paint job to the top of the leaderboard. You're the orange bullet now. Just kidding, Craig. All right, 53.4 for Craig. Looking good. We got a 56.9 out of Scott. 58 flat from Theo, 101 flat for Sean. But Theo and Sean just turning their best laps, so I foresee improvement in their future. We got buck 40 down, 220 left, drivers. Craig Oku on top of the leaderboard. Wet paint, don't touch. So Craig, pretty consistent here. All of his laps, low 18s, high 17s for the most part. 17.3 sprinkled in there for garnish. 2 down, 2 to go. Oh, Sean Torres, 17.6. Just need 2 more of those. So Sean actually moving his way to the 2 spot on the leaderboard. Ooh, Sean backing up 18.5. He is moving. So now it's going to be Craig 52.9. He improves his seed time. Last lap was a reset, but the lap before that was a 17.2. Dropping the deuce. So Craig going 52.9. Sean now 55.4. Scott going a 56.9. And Theo a 57.8. Got minute 10 to go, drivers. Start thinking about those final 3 laps. Make sure you're not close to any other cars. Give yourself some room. Mentally prepare. And we got 1 minute to go. Got 17.5 intermediate buggy coming up next. Right now it's Craig, Sean, Scott, and Theo, your 4 running order. 35 seconds remain. Theo goes in 18.8. You need 2 more, Theo. 2 more. Ooh, Scott goes 18.7. Craig is 17.2. All right, keep going, guys. Keep going. I'll let you know when you are done. All right, Craig, you are done. Theo, you are done. All right, when you guys cross the line, you'll be done as well. And that will be a race. Craig Oku takes round 1 of Sportsman, going to 52.9. Sean goes 55.4. Scott goes 56.9. Theo 57.8. All right, I am going to need my remaining stadium truck guys plus Sportsman to marshal this one. This is 17.5 intermediate. This race will be Austin, David, Jacob, Brian, Tim, and Ben.
Austin Church. Brian Merck. Long Ben. Tim Elbert. Grasshopper. 1 minute to the start of the race. David Newell. "45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the
Careful
start
on the
of the
back straight,
race.
guys. Go inside. Go inside. Careful landing the final double on the left. I'm looking for more turn marshals, please. That's some of my truck guys. Yeah, my truck guys are out here. Thank you all for being honest.
15 seconds
Much
to the start of
appreciated.
the race.
I got Craig. I got Sean. I think I'm looking for Scott and Theo. Scott and
Jacob
Theo.
Jorgensen 5.
All right, everybody's checked in. Got my marshals making their way to spots. All right, guys, we are going live loop. Careful at the first jump, guys. That's clear. 15 seconds in the books. All right, so we got our opening laps being completed as I speak. So your fastest opening lap is going to go to Jacob Jorgensen at 17.3, Tim 17.4, David 17.5, Brian 17.6, Ben 18.2, David 19.7, and Austin at 22. 45 seconds in. This is race number 6 on track. All right, Jacob lap 2 is 17.1. Tim going 3 laps first at a 52.7. And now that almost everyone has 3 laps on the board, there we go. Jacob Jorgensen, fastest opening 3 laps with a 51.5. Last time by, Jacob goes 17.0. Got Ben going 17.6 this time around. David Bixler 17.2. So those guys are on to something here. Oh. .220 to go. Jacob Jorgensen 16.7. So that improves his seat time to a 51.129. David Bixler now improving to a 51.144. Austin Church in the 3 spot, 52.6. Albert 52.7. Merca 53.1. Nola 53.9. And Long a 56.1. Yeah, Ben, unfortunately, a little bit of a long lap. He's never heard that joke before, ever. All right, 2:15 in, 1:45 remains. Bixler goes 16.7 that time around. That puts him on top. 50.9 now, the seed time for Bixler. Jorgensen 51.1, Church 52.6, Albert 52.7, Merca 53.1, Noel 53.9, Long 56.1. All right, minute 20 left, drivers. Starting to get to the tail end of this race. Watching Jorgensen's face as he drives, it's just a model of concentration. That guy is focused. 1 minute to go, drivers. Jorgensen going 17.1, Bixler 16.8. Church goes to 16.7. Just need 2 more of those. 50 seconds left. Church improves his seed time to a 51.4. Careful tabletop, guys. Tabletop, be careful. Oh. .25 seconds left. David Bixler goes 16.4 that time by. David Knoll goes to 15.6 somehow. Sorry, I had to delete that, Dave. I know you probably did it to stay out of trouble. Back straight, go wide. Back straight, go wide. Uh-oh. Well, time is expired, so I'd pull it in. All right, Long done, Elbert done, Knoll done, Merck done. All right, that's a race, guys. David Bixler goes 50.2. No, it's going to be Jacob Jorgensen going 51.1, Austin Church 51.5, Elbert a 52.7, Merck a 53.1, Knoll a 53.9, and Long a 54.8. All right, we are moving into Expert. 2 heats of Expert. So all the 40-plus Expert drivers are in this one, and then I got the sub-40 Expert drivers in the next heat.
Martin White, Steve Loom, Kevin Allen, AJ Cardinale. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, so all drivers in this race
Rice
born
cakes.
prior to 1985, except for Andrew Knoll. Yeah.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
Got Andrew Knoll jumping in. He's a little bit young for this heat, but that's okay. Well, the reason why we have 40-plus classes is
30
because
seconds
the
to the
younger
start of the
drivers
race.
usually beat up on us old guys. No, honestly, you guys have better eyesight and better reflexes. Like, after I turned 25, I started getting slower. After I turned 30, I lost like a few tenths at least.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
You do get slower as you age.
Less than 5. Andrew Newell, El Tigre,
All right, looks like I have my marshals out here. I got one over here. Do I have one over here? Oh, cool. Awesome. All right. We're going racing, guys. All right, 15 seconds into this one. Got Andrew Knoll opening things up here, 16.8. Martin White going 16.4. Brian Gross is 16.7. Allen 17.1. Cardinale 17.0. Steve going 17.2. And Tony going 18.6. All right, 45 seconds in. Martin White so far going a 16.4 and a 16.2. Andrew a 16.8 and a 16.6. BG also a pair of 16s. Getting our first 3-lap seed times logged. Right now I got Martin White 49.2, Kevin 50.4, Brian 51.1, Andrew 51.2, Art 51.7, Tony 52.6, Steve a 53.1. All right, minute 15 down, 2:45 left in this one. Martin White improving that time to a 48.9, a 16.5, and a 16.2, followed by a 16.3. Minute 35 in, 2:25 to go. Kevin Allen moves up to the 2 spot. His time now a 50 flat. Got Andrew 50.3, Brian 50.7, Tony 51.6, Art 51.7, and Steve 52.8. Kevin improving that time, 49.9. Last time by, he went a 16.4. But he's looking for 2 more. Wow, a 16.2 for Kevin. That improves the time to a 49.4. Martin White still holding on to that top spot. Marty at a 48.9. Last time by, he won a 16 deuce. Got a minute 30 left in this one, drivers. Full order: Martin, Kevin, Andrew, Brian, Art, Tony, and Steve. All right, a minute 15 remains. It's starting to get to crunch time, folks. That time by, White going 16.3, Noah 16.5, Cardinale a 16.7, Gross going 16.5 and 16.6. Allen going a 16.8 that time around. Wilson with the reset. Oh, that time by Wilson is 16.7, same as Art. 50 seconds left, drivers. It's go time. Martin 48.9, Kevin 49.4, Brian 49.6, Andrew 49.8, Steve 51.1, Art 51.3, Tony 51.3 as well. Tony might be on to something here. Needs one more lap. .25 seconds to go. Wilson that time by 16.5. So Tony improves his seed time to a 49.8, moving him into the top 5. 15 seconds to go. Wilson could still improve here. Let's see. At the stripe, 16.5. That does improve his time to a 49.6. He could improve even more. That's 3 16.5s in a row for Wilson, resulting in a 49.6. Martin White going 16.1 last time by. Brian Gross is 16.2. Could have some changes towards the end of this one here. All right, 2 more cars. All right, that'll be a race, guys. That will be a race. So, Martin White going 48.8, Kevin going 49.4, Andrew 49.5, Tony 49.6, Brian 49.6 as well, Art a 51 flat, and Steve a 51.1.
Jovi Levin. Too Soon Jr. Ryan Sageezy. Nelson B. Jordan Rivera.
All right, I'm looking for all my drivers from the previous group. I'm going to need you guys to turn marshal, please.
1 minute to the start of the race. Goompa.
All right, we got Mr. Goompa checked in.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
What happened? All right, guys, hold up. Got repair. I got one on top of, yep, Mark's got you.
30 seconds to the start of the
Quick
race.
track repair here. This is race number 8. It's Friday night. We're doing great. We got the Corona Classic coming up on Sunday. So we will be closing down the track at 5 p.m. tomorrow. We're going to be doing a little bit more of that tomorrow night. So, yeah, if you guys are free tomorrow night, we're doing the track build 5 p.m. There will be perks for being involved in the track build. One of those perks is that you will be able to have a reserved pit spot. Yes. If you come and help with the track build, you get first choice of pit spots. But you're going to be here tomorrow, right, Kevin? What's that? All right, so it sounds like the dot painting party starts at 4 p.m. 4 sharp. You remember that? Some of you guys remember the blowers and the misters. Yeah, the corpse hangs from our roof. Okay. Hey, Ryan's Nightcat's just dumped. All right, looks like Ryan's good to go, so we're going racing. All right, everybody is being scored. Sagisi starts us off a 16-1. Bryant goes to 15-6. Levin a 15-4. Miranda 16-9. Nelson 18-0. Careful tabletop, guys. Tabletop, tabletop. That is clear. 35 seconds in the books. All right, so Levin starts off a 15-4 and a 15-9. Sagisi a lap 2 reset. Mirafuente also a lap 2 reset. Nelson, however, 16-9 on the second pass. And a 15-3 for Jovi Levin. Jovi, if you go any faster, I'm going to have to lower minimum time again. 15-3 once again for Jovi Levin. A little roll there. But nonetheless, Jovi Levin's seat time currently 15-9, followed by two 15-3s, which results in a 46-6. I'm just going to leave that there. 125 in, 235 to go. So far in this one, we got Jovi 46.6, Jeff going to 50.1, Nelson a 50.6, Jordan a 51.7, Ryan 53.1, Brian 53.6. But Brian just going 15.3 of his own last time by, throwing down. All right, drivers 2 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. Mirafuente resets again. He needs 3 in a row here. I think he can be a player. Oh, we know he's a player. We got a minute 50 to go. All right, so Mirafuente that time by 16-0. Rabara goes 16-8, followed by another 16-8. Jordan might be on to something there. Nelson goes to 16-6. Got Ryan 16-1 that time by. Jeff a 16-6. Jovi a 15-5. All right, minute 25 to go, drivers. We are getting close to crunch time. Give yourself some free track. Give yourself some open track. Some clean air. 1:10 remains, 70 seconds to go. This is race number 8 on track. We got short course up next. All right, 50 seconds left. Let's see. Jovi last time by a 15-4. Jeff a 16-4. Jordan 16-6. Bryant a 15-6. Followed by a 15-3. So Brian is on an improving run until I jinxed him. Sorry, Bryant. The announcer's curse strikes again. 25 seconds to go. Let's see. Right now it's Jovi 46.6, Ryan 48.2, Jeff a 49.1, Bryant a 49.2, Nelson a 49.7, and Jordan 50.3. Heading into the final 5 seconds. Sent it. Oh, tabletop. All right. That'll be a race, guys. So, results of that one. Jovi 11 goes to 46.6, Ryan 48.2, Jeff 49.1, Bryant to 49.2, Nelson 49.6, Jordan 50.3. All right, moving into race 9. This one's going to be marshaled by volunteers. We're going to have expert marshal race 1. So volunteer marshals for this short course qualifier.
Double C. Eddie Fernandez.
All right, so I'm putting short course on notice. It's not me, a guy that used to race here and be pretty quick, coming back to short course action soon.
1 minute to the start of the race.
So yeah, volunteers will be marshaling this race. This is volunteers. Expert will actually marshal race 1.
45 seconds to the start of the race. Car Ted. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, well, we got a couple of volunteers. Thank you, guys. Sure. Yeah, the more the merrier. All right, guys.
15
We got
seconds to the start of
we
the
got
race.
as many marshals as we do trucks. I think we're good. We're going racing. All right, this is short course truck. So if you guys don't know the history of short course truck, they actually had 2 specifications back in the day. There was a short back straight. So there was a short course truck, which is what you see here. There's also the long course truck. Yeah, it kind of looked like a wiener dog. Actually, the long course truck lives on, the Traxxas Raptor. It's basically a longer slash. All right, so opening up this one, we got Eddie Fernandez going to 19.1, followed by an 18.7. Carlos going 18.8, then a reset. Theo, a couple of resets. It happens. 110 down. 2:50 to go. Eddie Fernandez, fastest 3 laps so far, 57.6. Got Cortez about to cross the line here. His fastest 3 laps, about a minute so far, but that time will improve. And Theo has just completed 3 laps for a minute 24.6. Got a minute 40 down, 2:20 to go. All right, Eddie, 57. Oh, Carlos now, 57.3. So Carlos and Eddie, both with 57-second seed times here. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Ooh, Cortez improves it to a 56.7. And the chicane guys got one down, and that is clear. 225 and 135 remains. This is the final race of round number 1. After this, we'll be going into round number 2. Race 1, round 2, be ready. 240 down, 120 left. Carlos Cortez, 56.7. Last time by, going 18.7. Eddie going to 57.6 at his fastest 3. Just wait for a truck to pass and you're good to go. 1 minute remains, drivers. Cortez, 56.7. Last time by at 19.0. Oh, careful not last double, guys. Careful not last double. We got help on the way. What kind of short course truck is that, Eddie? What did he say? Oh, okay, 6.2. 2. Ha, exactly. That's a future race announcer right there. 10 seconds to go, drivers. All right, time is about to expire here. All right, Theo gets one more lap. As soon as Theo gets this lap complete, we will be done. And that'll be a race, guys. So Carlos Cortez takes it, a 56.7. Eddie, a 57.6. And Theo, a 104.4. All right, guys, we're going into round number 2. I'm going to do a quick change here on the computer, and yeah, let's get round 2 on track. Ooh. Man, I can't split everything. No, that was an S show, if you know what I mean. What's for dinner, Tony?
Tim Elbert. Eric Gonzalez. Tim Elbert. Eric Gonzalez.
All right, folks. Let's get our 17.5 Expert Heat 2 out here to turn marshal this one.
Kevin
All right,
Allen.
this is 40 plus. Heat number 1.
Double C. One minute to the start of the race. Julian Taylor. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
And Kevin, that car looks good. You know,
30
watching you
seconds to
drive,
the
I was
start
thinking
of
like,
the
man, I
race.
feel like I'm driving a Red Bull and Kevin's driving a McLaren.
15 seconds to the start of the
All right,
race.
we got marshals out here. We're going. All right, 20 seconds in the books. Got Kevin going at 16-8. Doing great. Julian 17-1. Carlos is 16-9. All right, 35 seconds in the books. Kevin Allen, lap 2 is 16-6. He is in the mix. Julian going a reset. Carlos is 17-0. Carlos just needs one more lap here. He's looking great to start round number 2 off. All right, so Cortez going a 50.9. Now the real question, Carlos, who's driving your car, bro? Oh, you're looking good, Carlos. That thing's on rails. All right, Kevin Allen improves to a 49.6 seed time. Got Carlos a 50.9. EG a 50 flat. Julian 52.1. Tim a 52.3. All right, we got buck 35 down, 225 left. Eric Gonzalez goes 16-4. Got Kevin a bit of a reset there. Julian goes 16-7. Carlos is 17-3. Tim with a reset. 2 minutes down, 2 minutes to go. Allen that time by 16-4. Got Taylor also a 16-4. Oh, Taylor sends it. Careful at the tabletop, guys. All right, that coast is clear. Got 220 down, 140 to go. Right now, Kevin Allen, 49.6. On top of the leaderboard in this one, he is 3rd overall. Got Julian Taylor 4th overall. Eric Gonzalez 5th. Carlos Cortez moving up to the 8th overall. And Tim in the top 10. All right, 1:15 to go. Cortez going 16-8 that time around. Follows it up with a 17. Oh, Carlos goes 2 16-8s in a row. So he moves up to the 8th spot. 50.9 for his seed time. Kevin Allen goes 16-3 last lap. Let's see, Allen down the back straight. This time by a 16-1. Kevin Allen has just taken over TQ of 40 plus. And he could improve if this lap is faster than 16.6. It will improve. A little deep in that one, but yeah, 16.6. So Kevin Allen's seed time now a 49.1. Oh, take it easy, bud. Save it for the main. All right, time is about to expire, drivers. That is the exciting thing about this format. TQ can change hands at any moment. All right, that'll be a race, guys. Kevin Allen going 49.1. Julian Taylor's best time in qualifying of 49.7. EG's qualifying time tonight will be a 49.8. Carlos going a 50.9. Tim a 52.1. Moving on to race number 2.
Rice Cakes. AJ Cardinale. Martin White. Grasshopper.
All right, guys. So for qualifying, Yeah, I'll
Bryce
split
Hicks.
truck in two. So truck race 1. I'll announce you guys in just a
AJ
moment here.
Cardinale. Martin White. Steve Bloom. 1 minute to the start of the race. Grasshopper.
All
Bryce
right, so
Hicks.
truck for the qualifying round here.
AJ Cardinale.
Truck Heat 1 will be
Martin
Nelson, David, Scott, Austin, Carlos.
45 seconds
Heat
to
2
the
will be
start of the
Julian,
race.
Eric, Jeff, Brian,
Steve
Jordan.
Bloom.
All right, heat number 2 of 40 plus. All right,
30
so the
seconds to the
mains
start
will
of
be
the
run
race.
all together for that category. However, for this last qualifier, we'll split you guys up. We'll cut you guys in half.
15 seconds to the
All
start
right,
of the
we got
race.
Kevin out there. I got Tim out there. I got Carlos. I got Julian. Okay.
Less than 5.
We are going racing here. Like the guy said, less than 5. Okay, lap 1, Marty White going 16.2. Brian at 16.8. Art at 18.0. David at 17.6. Steve at 17.1. All right, 45 seconds in, 3:15 left. Martin White goes 15.9 that time by. Follows up with a 16.9, so that brings his seat time this round to 49.1. But that does give Martin hope that he could take TQ over here, and wow, just as I'm saying that, he does. The time could improve, however. There's a 16.9 in that 3-lap stint. So Martin is going to improve likely. Probably one more lap here as long as he doesn't crash. We got a minute 30 down, 2:30 to go. Martin White currently at 49 flat. He clocks in here 16.4, and while actually his seat time did not change. Martin White 49.0, top of the leaderboard. Got BG going to 50.0. Art 51.4, David 51.2, Steve 54.6. So where they are overall, Martin White, your current TQ, BG in the 3, Steve in the 6, Dave 7, and Art 9. Yeah, a minute 45 to go here. BG's last lap is 16.3. BG going to 16.6 to 16.3 to 16.6. That brings the seed time to a 49.6 for this round. But BG did go faster in round 1 at a 49.4. Martin White 49.0 on top of the leaderboard right now. Last 2 laps 16.4 followed by a 16.2. Let's see what he comes up with here. Minute 15 to go. Race leader down the back straight this time by a 16.4. You know what else you did, Carlos? Okay. 1 minute to go, drivers. Marty White, 49 flat. BG, a 49.2 in round 1. Steve also going faster in round 1 at a 50.4. David, a 15.7 in round 1. And Art improving to a 51.4 in round 2. We got 40 seconds left, drivers. Last time by, White goes 16.2, Gross 17.1, Art 17.1, David 18.2, Steve 17.0. And that time by, Cardinale is 16.8. Doing great. 20 seconds remain. Oh, back corner. Keep it tight. Keep it tight getting onto the straightaway, guys. Ooh, Cardinale improves his seed time to a 50.902, edging out Carlos Cortez by 0.07 of a second. I just got a text. Apparently, Carlos is already protesting. All right, guys. That'll be a race. Woo! All right, Martin White's taking the victory there. 49.0, your top qualifier in 40 plus by just over 1/10 of a second, covering 3 laps. That's 0.03 a lap difference between 1 and 2. All right, 21.5 Sportsman. This is Theo, Eddie, Carter, and Craig.
Carter Garcia.
All right, I may need a little bit of help getting onto the straightaway. Oh, hey, there's the silver car.
Craig Oku. 1 minute to the start of the race. Car Ted.
All right, folks.
45 seconds to the start of the
We
race.
got 4 drivers on the driver's stand. I'm looking for some turn marshaling assistance. I got 1, 2, 3 out here. 4.
Eddie Fernandez. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Do I got Marty in the corner? All right, so we got 5. We're good. Got more marshals than cars.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
Hey, you want to marshal the next one? All right, folks.
5.
As soon as this group crosses, we're going to go live loop here. Next time you cross the line, the loop will be live. Oh, a little help in the middle. We got one playing on the teeter-totter the wrong way. All right, Theo going 19.9, Eddie a 22.8, Craig an 18.1, and Carter with a 17.8. Indeed. All right, Fernandez lap 2 at 18.2. Yes, it's true. Theo Lynn 20.4. Looking for more. Carter Garcia 17.2. Dropping the deuce. 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. Oh, these guys, for the most part, have completed 3 laps. Scott Carter down the back straight, completing lap 3. Carter with a bad lap on lap 3. He was looking primed to take the top spot. If this were the 2-lap challenge, he would have done it. But the 2-lap challenge is coming later in the year. It's not going to be us doing it, though. I'm not sure who's doing the 2-lap challenge. It's not us. It's that other RC track. All right, Craig Oku leading the way, 54.6. This round not going as fast as round 1, however. This round he's at a 55.7. The improvements here are from Eddie Fernandez moving to a 55.1 and Theo Lynn going to a 1 minute flat. Theo just turning in his best lap, a 19.4. He's looking for two more. Two more. Yeah, Eddie going 17.9 that time by. And if Carter can get three together, he's got some pace. You know what I mentally tell myself for a 3-lap challenge series? I tell myself you have to do 4 laps. It's a weird mental trick. I just tell myself, no, it's the 4-lap challenge. All right, 4 minutes down. Sorry, 3 minutes down. What is this? Oh, okay, I see. Yeah, we got a minute to go, drivers, a minute to go. All right, so Eddie Fernandez now taking over the top spot. He went 3 17s in a row, and that's what it's going to take here in Sportsman 21.5. So Eddie at a 53.2, Craig 54.6, Carter 54.6, and Theo 59.9. All right, folks, we're getting towards the end here. This is race number 3 on track. About time expired. 21.5 expert, you guys are up next. All right, Eddie, you are done. And Theo, you are done. I'll be your race, guys. So, Eddie Fernandez taking down TQ and Sportsman 23.2. Craig a 54.65. 6. Carter a 54.659. And Theo a 59.9. All right, moving into race 4. That is going to be our expert 21.5 group. Andrew, Tony, Ben, Jacob, and Brian.
Brian Merck. Long Ben. El Tigre. One minute to the start of the race. Jacob Jorgensen. Andrew Newell.
All right, looking for my turn marshals, drivers from the last group. I am looking for Eddie, Craig, Theo, and Carter.
45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got Craig, I got Eddie, I got a Theo. All right, can't get Carter up
15
front.
seconds to the start of the race.
Cool. All right, folks.
Less than 5.
Less than 5. And we are off to a start here, everybody on the clock. Oh, man, turnbuckle maybe. Oh, might be a turnbuckle. It's broke. Ah, man, more than a turnbuckle. More than a turnbuckle, the hit song featured on the album, The Wall. All right, 50 seconds in, 2 laps in the books for most of our runners. Let's see if that's fixable. That is the beauty of the 3-lap format. You only need 3 laps. As long as there's 3 good laps. Let's look at our leaderboard. So in this qualifier, we got Andrew Knoll 52.2, Ben 56.1, Jacob 59.8, Brian 1015. Kind of sounds like a radio station. 1015, the Merc. All right, 130 down, 230 to go. So nobody improving yet over round number 1. Not yet. Andrew pretty close, though. Andrew out of 51.3. Just 8 1,000ths off of his round 1 time. Hold, and go. All right, 155 in, 205 left in this one. Ben going 17.4. Brian going 18.0. Ben backing it up with a 17.9. He might be on to something here. One more, Ben. All right, and Ben crosses the line going 53.1. That puts him to the 4th spot overall. We got our first improvement here in round number 2. In this race, at least. 230 down, 130 to go. Right now, it is Knoll out of 51.2, Wilson out of 51.3, Jorgensen 51.6, Long out of 53.1, Merck out of 53.5. But Brian just won a 17.5. He needs 2 more of those. Ooh, 17.3. One more lap, Brian. Just one more good lap. 16.8 for Andrew Knoll that time by. Ooh, 16.7. Andrew Knoll's seed time now a 50.7. It could get better if this lap is faster than a 17.2. Well, he was going for it. That's what you have to do in this qualifying format. He was going for it, swinging for the fences. Quite literally that time. 35 seconds to go. So Andrew Knoll's seed time is now a 50.7. Honestly, Andrew, yeah, I'd bring it in. You've done it. You've already got TQ. Ooh, Jacob is 16.9. Let's see if Jacob can produce another solid lap here. Five seconds left. Jacob goes 16.8, moving into the 2 spot. He has time to improve even further here. If this next lap, careful ahead, careful ahead. We'll see. If this is faster than a 17.3, he will improve even more. And yeah, 17.4. All right, that will be a race, guys. So Andrew Knoll goes a 50.7. Jacob Jorgensen a 51 flat. Tony Wilson, his round 1 time will hold him in the 3, 51.3. Brian Merck goes a 52.7. And Ben Long a 53.1. All right, folks. We're moving into race 5, Stadium Truck Heat 1. All right, so Stadium Truck, Nelson, David, Scott, Austin, Carlos. Someone's got a super loud fan. That thing sounds like my Losi Pro Moto.
Nelson B.
Like it's about to take off.
Double C. One minute to the start of the race.
So I just ended up trading for a Losi
David
Pro
Moore.
Moto. Anyone else out there got one? I know Cardinale does.
45
But yeah,
seconds
I'm
to the
gonna race
start
that
of the
thing out at
race.
Warm Springs. I think April 19th is the first pole position race of the new season. Yeah, I think April 19th, I want to say. It's going to be a fun race, and then they're doing like a 5-race series over the course of the summer.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
So I'm going to try to race a Pro Moto. That's going to be interesting.
Austin Church. 15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got Mr. Jorgensen on the way. There's, I think, his truck.
Less than
all
5.
right. Maybe on this side over here. Yeah. Okay, we are about ready to go racing here. Loop is live. Nice. Whoa, Tony Wilson with the fancy footwork. David Knoll left in awe. Okay, so Nelson B starting us off a 17-2. Austin Church goes to 17-8. Everybody else, a little bit of a long lap on lap 1, but that's okay. You only need 3 laps. 3 good laps in a row. Yes, in a row. In a row? Yes, in a row. 1 minute down, 3 minutes to go. All right, Nelson B starting this one off. 3 17-2s. 4 17-2s. You guessed it, in a row. This one won't be a 17-2. But yeah, Nelson B, 4 17-2s consecutively. If this was the 4-lap challenge, he'd be TQ. Well, right now, Nelson B, seed time of 51.8 in this qualifier. Careful in the first double, guys. So that's just 1/10 off of his time of round 1. Carlos that time by 17-1. He needs 2 more of those. Ooh, 17-5, looking alive. 1 more lap, Carlos. Back straight, clear. Ooh, here we go. Cortez down the straightaway with a 17-3. Way to be. That improves Carlos' seed time to a 52 flat, moving him into the top 5 overall. Got a minute 40 to go, drivers. Oh, crap. Kevin, you got it. You got it, Kevin. Thank you. 2:35 down, 1:25 to go. Careful up front, guys. That is clear. Careful in the middle. That's clear. Carlos Cortez improving again, 51-6. That's a 17-3, a 17-0, a 17-1 in a row. Carlos Cortez improving his seat. Careful in the first double, guys. Careful in the first double. First double. So Cortez is now 4th overall, 51.6. First double, guys, be careful. That is clear. "20 seconds to go." Carlos trying to improve again. 17-0 that time around. Okay, let's see what Carlos is cooking here. Time's about to expire, but Carlos will get 1 more lap. 17-5, looking alive. Careful at the tabletop. All clear. Ooh, Carlos could improve again. Down the back straight he goes, and it's going to be A 51.6 to end this one. So, in this qualifier, Nelson holds station in the 3 spot at 51 flat. Carlos goes a 51.6. David Knoll a 53.4. Austin Church a 54.2. And Scott a 101.4. All right, folks, moving into race 6.
Too soon,
Race
Junior.
number 6, Heat 2 of Stadium Truck.
Rice Cakes. Jordan Rivera. Eric Gonzalez.
Careful on the left, guys. Careful on the left. All right, I may need a few more turn marshals, please.
Julian Taylor.
I got
1
Church
minute to the start
out
of the
here
race.
all by himself. I may need a little bit of adult supervision. Careful up front, guys.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I got Carlos, got Austin, I got Scott. I'll get a
30
few more
seconds to the
marshals,
start of the
please.
race.
Carlos, do I have
15
anybody in
seconds
that
to the
corner?
start of the race.
In that corner? Oh, is there somebody standing in that corner? I can't
Less
see
than
over
5.
there. Okay. Oh, Dave's over here. Okay. All right. Well, we got marshals. We are going racing. This is race number 6 on track. Brian, Jeff, Julian, Eric, and Jordan. All right, opening lap for BG is 17.0. Yep. Yeah, what he said. They beat me to it. 35 in, 3:25 left. So, opening laps, we got both BG and Julian going 17.0. Lap 2, however, Julian going 16.8. Trouble for Taylor there. That's going to be a reset. Still got 3 minutes to go. And a reset for Miranda there. Going wrong side Jones. 101 down. BG with a 16.5 that time by. EG going 17.4. Careful at the tabletop. That is clear. Yes. The first one. I like bacon and pineapple. But I don't know. I'm not a ham guy. All right, 135 in, 2:25 to go. Right now it is BG out front, improving his seed time now. Going 16.5, 16.5, 17.0. That will result in a 50.1. We got Jeff Miranda now improving his time. He's going 50.820. Edging out Julian by 0.03. Just under 2 minutes remain. This time around, we got Jeff at 17.1, and we got Jordan at 17.1, EG doing the same, BG going to 16.8. So we got a minute 35 left in this one. Miranda resets. Julian goes 16.8. Just needs 2 more of those. 2:35 in, a minute 25 to go. Right now it's Gross 50.1, Miranda 50.6, Taylor 50.8, Nelson 50.1. Thank you, sir. Oh, I know, yeah. Thank you. All right, just over a minute to go. So, yeah, getting back to the improvements here, we got Gross 50.1, Miranda 50.6. Eric Gonzalez improving to a 51.1. That moves him into the top 5. Jordan improves to a 52.5, but that does not move him up the leaderboard yet. 45 seconds to go, racers. Yeah, at 17.5, Sportsman coming up next. 35 seconds left. 25 seconds remaining. All right, 10 seconds to go, drivers. Got 17.5, Sportsman, the next race. All right, guys, we'll call it a race here. So it is going to be BG going 50.1. Jeff goes to 50.6. Julian 50.8. Nelson will be the 4th spot, 51 flat. Eric Gonzalez going 51.1 to complete the top 5. Carlos lining up 6, 51.6. Jordan goes 52 flat for the 7th spot. David Knoll 53.4 in the 8. Austin Church 54.2 in the 9. And Scott 101.4 in the 10. All right, Sportsman Buggy, track is yours.
Craig Oku. 10 car Ted. Sean Torres. 1 minute to the start of the race.
All right, if I can get my guys from the last race out here, turn marshal, please.
"45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got marshals out here. These guys are ready to go. Loop is live. So everybody's off to a start here. Oh, back straight, back straight. Something's broke. Which car are you saying? Ah. All right, Theo Lynn going 19.2 that time by. Craig Okuno going an 18.1. Sean Torres 20.5. Scott going to 20.2. We got minute 5 down, 2:55 to go. Right now, we got 3 in the books. Scott Jorgensen going to 58.4 in this qualifier. Nobody has reached their mark from round number 1 so far. It's interesting, like 21.5 buggy, for example. Typically, you'll see your faster times towards the beginning. But 17.5, you can see a TQ set at any moment. All right, 150 down, 210 to go. No improvement so far. We got Craig 52.9 in round 1. Sean in the 2 spot still. Scott 3, Theo 4. Running order has remained unchanged. This time around, Scott going 19.9, Theo 19.2, Craig with a reset, Sean with a reset. A minute 30 remains. Scott with a reset, Theo goes 19.0, Craig is 17.7. Craig with the reset. Craig running the McLaren F1 colors here in 17.5. Got 2 different bodies, which leads me to believe maybe there's 2 different cars now. Oku Motorsports might be expanding. $55 seconds to go. Right now it's Craig, Sean, Scott, and Theo. Only improvement from round 1 so far is going to be Theo Lynn improving his time to a 57.8. It does not move him up the leaderboard yet, but he's working on it. 35 seconds to go. All right, 25 seconds remain, drivers. All right, Craig going 17.5 that time by. All right, looks like Theo and Sean reset at this stage. That pretty much ends this race for them. Same with Scott. And Craig is actually done here, so we're going to call it a race, guys. That'll be a race. Craig Oku got a top qualify sportsman buggy tonight, 52.9. Round 2, he won a 53.1. Sean Torres will line up 2 for the main event, followed by Scott and Theo. All right, I'm going to need you guys to turn marshal, please. This is going to be 17.5 intermediate. Ben, Tim, Brian, David, Jacob, Austin, and David. Once again, guys, we'll be doing the Corona Classic this Sunday. Gates will open about 7:30. Racing will probably start about 10:30. We do have a 60-plus class
Albert,
this
Brian
Sunday.
Murray.
So,
1 minute
guys
to the
who
start
are,
of the race.
yeah, the guys who have been with us a lot longer have their own category to race in.
Jacob Jorgensen.
We got a class for the
45
OGs.
seconds to the start of the race.
And we got a class for the Super OGs. Yeah, Marty was teasing me earlier saying, hey, we'll never get to race in 40 plus because he'll be in 60 by the
30
time I'm
seconds
40.
to the start of the race.
All right, we're looking for the drivers from the last group. I got 3 out of 4. If anybody wants to volunteer, that'd be
15
awesome. We could
seconds
always
to
use
the
help.
start of the race. Austin Church. Grasshopper. Less than 5.
All right. Oh, a little help at the beginning of the straight, please. All right, folks. We're going to get this one going. This is 17.5 intermediate, race number 8 on track. Back straight, careful. All clear. All right, Church starts this one off with a 16.5. Jorgensen goes 17.2, Long is 17.7, Elbert is 17.4. Merck at 18.6, David a 17.3, and Noel with a lap 1 reset. All right, Jorgensen goes to 16.6 here on lap 2. All right, Bixler opens things up at 17.3, 17.0. We got 55 seconds down, 3:05 remaining. Okay, we got 3 laps in the books. No improvement. Well, Jacob Jorgensen actually improving to a 50.9. Did not improve his grid position yet. Last time by for Jorgensen is 17.1. Last time by for Bixler is 16.5. All right, we're 130 down, 230 to go. Got David Knoll moving up to the 4th spot now. 135 in. Right now, your order: David, Jacob, Austin, David, Tim, Brian, and Ben. Bixler, your current TQ at a 50.2. Last time by for Bixler, reset. Jorgensen going 16.9. Careful in the chicane up front. We got a minute 55 in, 2:05 to go. Merck goes to 17.4. That's his best lap. Ben Long improves his best lap, also going 17.4 that time by. Bixler goes 16.8. Could be the beginning of something great. Got a minute 40 remaining. .90 seconds remain. That time by Merck is 17.3. He needs one more good lap. Got a minute 25 left in this one. And let's see. Merck gets a 17.7 that time by, so his time improves to a 52.5. Just 0.2 behind David Knoll. Elbert going 17.3 that time around. 1 minute remaining, drivers. Elbert backs it up at 17.1. Elbert needs one more lap. Yeah, let's see what he comes up with here. Elbert at the line, a 17.2. That does improve his time to a 51.8. Oh, help in the middle, chicane. Jorgensen going 16.5 last time around. 30 seconds left. Jorgensen 17.1. Let's see, maybe one more lap here. What can Jorgensen do? Ooh, careful ending the final double, guys. That is clear. 15 seconds left. Bixler goes 16.5. Jorgensen a 16.8. 5 seconds to go. Keep on going, guys. Just keep going. All right, Bixler gets one more. Jorgensen gets one more. Austin, you're the first one done. Ben, you are done. All right, Bixler, Jorgensen, when you guys cross, you'll be done. And that will be a race, drivers. That'll be a race. David Bixler takes home TQ of 17.5 intermediate at a 50.2. We got Jorgensen going 50.4, Church at 51.5, Elbert at 51.8, Knoll 52.3, Merck 52.5, and Long a 53 flat. All right, guys, moving into Heat 1 of Expert now. Heat 1 of Expert.
AJ Cardinale, Kevin Allen, Martin White.
Getting
Andrew
onto
Knoll,
the straightaway, guys. Last
Steve
corner,
Luke,
getting onto the straightaway. I'm going to need a
Gray.
little help. Need a little help getting onto the straightaway, guys. Thank you, thank you.
1 minute to the start of the race. Rice cakes.
Careful on the tabletop, guys.
45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, turn marshals. I got Bixler, got Long, got Elbert, got Jorgensen. I got a Merck.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Maybe if I can get one more to the left side.
Fifteen seconds to the start of the
Paging
race.
Dr. Knoll. Or a replacement.
Less than 5.
Oh, back straight, back straight, back straight. All right, see if Wilson does one more. Yeah, he's going for one more. Gross, do you want one more? Okay, we're going racing. I think you're good now, Brian. All right, Marty White starting off with a 16.3. Leon going 16.5. Allen 16.8. Knoll 16.9. Wilson 17.2. Cardinale 17.3. Lap 2 for White, a 16.2. Allen going 16.4. Knoll 16.7. Wilson a 17.0. Cardinale 17.2. BG going 16.1. And so does Martin. So back straight, guys. Beginning of the back straight. Be careful. So Martin White already improves his seed time, 48.8. So he is third spot overall so far. We got a minute 20 down, 2:42 go. So order remains unchanged. We got White in the 3 spot overall, Allen in the 6, Knoll 7, Wilson 8, Gross 9, Cardinale 12, and Leung 13. Minute 35 into this one. Ooh, Cardinale going 17.0 and a 17.1. Needs one more lap. Marty going 16.2 at the stripe. Kevin a 16.6. Art going 16.9. Tony 17.0. Kevin a 16.3. Andrew 16.9 that time by. Steve a 16.9. Oh, careful at the last double, guys. Careful at the last double. Last double, guys. Careful, careful. 140 remains. Martin White goes 16.1. Kevin Allen 16.3. Tony is 16.6. Allen has a reset lap. Wilson is 17.2. White 16.3. So only car improving so far. Martin White at a 48.7. But he needs to beat a 48.2 in order to advance his grid spot. All right, we got a minute to go, drivers. order remains the same. Thank you, Dave. You beat me to the punch there. All right, Martin White going 16-1 that time around. Got Andrew Knoll 16-0. Just needs one more good lap here. Doesn't have to be lightning. It just bring it home. Good lap. Let's see. That does not improve on a seed time from round 1. I gotta say, 16-0. Way to go. All right, we got 20 seconds left on the master time. Let's see, Andrew Knoll 16-5. It's crunch time now, drivers. Oh, careful tabletop up front. Tabletop up front. All clear. All right, folks, let's see. Most of you guys are done. Let these last two cars here finish the lap they're on. And that will be a race, drivers. All right, so, wow, looks like we have another improvement towards the end of that one. Steve Leung going 50.5. So, Martin White going to line up 3, Kevin Allen 6, Andrew Knoll 7, Tony Wilson 8, Brian Gross 9, Steve Leung 12, and Art Cardinale 13. All right, so we will be taking the top 8 cars into the A main event naturally. Bottom 5 will battle for the final 2 spots.
Nelson B. Ryan Sageezy. Goompa. Jordan Rivera. One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got our marshals out here, and these guys are ready to go.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Don't listen to that guy. We're getting it going right about now. Okay, this is race number 10. Our second heat expert. All right, so Jovi opens things up here, 15-6, Bryant 15-7, Ryan 16-0, Jeff is 16-7, Nelson 16-8, Jordan 17-1. Oh, Ryan a little bit of trouble there on lap 2. Jovi goes a 15-4, so does Bryant. In fact, Jovi and Bryant going identical laps that time around, 15-4-9-0. Man, I know, right? I know. It's fast. Okay, so Mirafuente already improves, going to 47.2. That'll put him 2 spot on the grid so far. Jovi 11 improves his time, 46.6. 1:15 down, drivers 2:45 to go. Ryan Sagisi dropping to 15.9. And Ryan Sagisi another 15.9 there. That will bring his seed time in this qualifier to within thousandths of his seed time in round 1. 140 in, 220 to go. 11 going a 15.463. New fast lap. All right, 150 down, 210 to go. Ooh, this time around, 15-7 for Mr. Levin. Hey, that rhymes with 7. Levin. Ha. Been looking for something that rhymed with 7. All right, 2:15 down, 1:45 to go. Oh, once again, 15-7 for Levin. Oh, thank heaven. Got a minute 40 to go. And Jovi, a 15-6 that time around. Model of consistency. So seed time improves to a 46.6. Mirafuente in the 2 spot at a 47.1. Got Ryan Sagisi at a 48.2. Martin White, 48.6. Jeff Miranda rounds out the top 5 at a 49.1. Got Nelson B in the 10 spot at a 49.6. Jordan Rabara in the 11 at a 50 flat. We got 1 minute to go, drivers. It's make it or break it time. All right, 50 seconds left. All right, 15-4-1-7 that time by for Levin. 15-3-8-7 for Mirafuente. Wow, so that improves Mirafuente's seed time. Got Levin and Mirafuente both at a 46.6. Levin faster by 7 thousandths of a second. 20 seconds remain, drivers. Ooh, Levin improves his seed time to a 46.5 here in the closing moments. Levin looking very smooth on this lap. 15-3-9-3 for Levin that time around. Seed time 46.5. Keep going, Jovi. When you guys cross the line, you'll be done. All right, Sagisi improves his seed time to a 48.1. Jovi going to finish a 46.5. That'll be a race, guys. So Jovi takes the TQ, 46.5. Bryant goes 46.6. Ryan, 48.1. Martin, 48.6. Jeff rounds out the top 5 at a 49.1. Our remaining drivers in the A-Main, we got Kevin going 49.4, Andrew 49.5, and getting the last spot naturally, Tony Wilson at a 49.652. Wow, the last A-Main spot coming down to 7 1/1000ths of a second over 3 laps. That's like 7 divided by 3 divided by 1,000, the difference between those two drivers
10
per
car
lap.
Ted. Double C.
Crazy. All right, moving into short course truck. If I can get some volunteers to help out
Eddie
with this
Fernandez.
one. Volunteer help for this one.
One minute to the start of the race.
All right, need a few volunteers for short course.
"45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got BG stepping up.
"30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, we got Sean out here to help out. Maybe one more on the left side will be good. Yeah, one more to the left, we'll be good to go.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
I just need one more turn marshal on the west coast. We'll be good to go.
Less than 5.
All right, Kevin stepping up to help us out. We are going racing, guys, in less than 5. I hear a slipper clutch. It's very faint, but I think I hear somebody's slipper clutch. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking it's Theo, actually. All right, Carlos going 18-4. Theo at 22-5. And Eddie at 23-9. We got 55 seconds in, 3:05 to go. Carlos Cortez crosses the line with an 18-6. All right, minute 10 down, 2:50 remains. Eddie goes to 21 flat, Theo at 22-1. All right, Eddie going 19-4, heading the right direction. Carlos now improving his seed time from round one, going to 55-7. Well, we got a minute 30 down, 2:30 to go. All right, $1.45 in, 2:15 to go. Eddie Fernandez going 18-8. That time by. So let's see what Eddie can do on this stint. Lap 2, 20.9. A little bit of a reset. All right, Carlos, 55-7. 2:15 in, drivers, 1:45 to go. This is short course truck. So yeah, those of you guys who remember Anthony Martinez. Carlos remembers Anthony. So yeah, he's been going to college the last few years, studying engineering at San Jose State. He'll be making a return to the carpet pretty soon. I just talked to him yesterday. He got an SC 6.4. He still loves short course. I gotta say, whenever me and Anthony Martinez race against each other, we usually end up having like the stupid close race. Like we're battling the whole time. It's happened on multiple occasions. And I'm low-key hoping he gets a buggy so we can resume those battles. 40 seconds to go, drivers. Carlos, Eddie, and Theo, your running order. Only truck improving is going to be Carlos Cortez. 20 seconds to go, drivers. All right, time is about to expire. Keep on going. Theo, you are done. Carlos, you are done. Oh, improving once again on that final lap. Going 18-1 on the final lap, bringing his seed time down to a 55-5. All right, so Carlos Cortez dialing 555 to take TQ. Yeah, Eddie Fernandez going 57.6 and Theo Lynn 104.4. The Theo. Okay, we'll take a short break here. Probably 5 minutes or less. Better late than never. No, I can't. All right, so just letting you guys know, the 17.5 B main is likely going to be the first race. That'll be Brian, Nelson, Jordan, Steve, and Art.
David Newell.
All right, guys, I lied. 40 plus A man will be up first. I was trying to figure out a way to do this without messing with the expert guys and who are also 40 plus. So expert B main is actually going to be race number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's gonna be race number 5, guys. Expert B main will be race 5.
Austin Church.
So with that being said, the race order when we get to racing will be the 40 plus A main up first, all 10 cars. Then we'll go Sportsman 21.5, Expert 21.5, Stadium Truck, then the Expert B main event. I know I got some back-to-backs, but we have plenty in truck, so it'll be okay. Just give you guys an extra minute. So we'll take a couple minute breaks, but a couple minute of a break between races 4 and 5. Give you guys a few moments to get ready. So we'll have a mid-round break after race 4. Be about a 5-minute break, guys. So let's see. Let's get the racing started. Give you guys a few minutes to get ready. 9:25, guys. First qualifier goes off at 9:25. Sorry, did I say qualifier? I meant main. Sorry, we've been qualifying all night. First main goes off at 9:25. Okay, now I can turn on the practice timer.
David
So you
Moore.
guys got, well, yeah, I'm going to start calling up that
Ryan
first race in
Sageezy.
about 4 minutes here.
Jordan Rivera. (18-1), 16-2. Austin Church. 17-4. (16-6). Jacob Jorgensen. 24.2. 16 flat. 35 flat. 16-7. 47.7. 16-7. 16-3. 19-4. 16-8. 15-8. 17-9, 17 flat, 16 flat, 42.2, 17-5, 16-3, 23 flat, 16-7, 16 flat, 24.9, 16-7, 16-1, 122.6, 43.6, 19-2, 16-3, 17-1, 18-2, 16 flat, 18 flat, 16-3, 20.7, 16-3, 16-2, 29 flat,
'All right, folks, it's that time. We're going to start our main events. So, first race up is going to be our 40 plus A main event.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. AJ Cardinale.
All right, race
Martin
number
White.
1, our 40 plus A main
Steve Look.
event. Turn marshals
Kevin
will be
Allen.
my drivers.
Rice cakes.
Let's get my non 40 plus drivers from Expert and some of my short course guys too. I need
Tim
a little help
Albert.
up front, guys. Help up
Eric
front.
Gonzalez. Grasshopper.
Yeah, turn marshals. Let's get all my non 40 plus
Double C.
Expert guys and short course. Might need a few volunteers as well. All right, marshals, I'm looking for Jovi, Bryant, Ryan, Jeff, Andrew, and Tony, I guess. Tony's not running 40 plus tonight. All right, I need a little help on the West Coast. All right, Julian, are you gonna make this one? Oh man. Well, I hope everything's good with them. All right, lineup for this one. Give me Martin on the 1, Kevin 2, Brian 3, Eric 4, Steve 5, David 6, Art 7, Carlos 8, Tim 9. Well, I said Carlos 8. What'd you eat? All right, guys. We're going racing. Drivers, best of luck. We're going racing. Less than 5. Oh, up front, up front. That's going to be Martin White leading them to completion of the first lap. Kevin in the 2 spot here, not far back at all. We're 25 seconds into this one. It's White out front, followed by Allen. And then we got EG in the 3, Cardinale in the 4. A little tumble there for Carlos, but he lands on all 4 wheels. Trouble for BG. Not as fortunate. 45 seconds in, 4:15 to go. Still plenty of time left in this one. Martin White, that last lap, a 16.2. This time by 1.3 ahead of Kevin. Kevin 0.6 ahead of EG. From there, it's going to be 1.9 back to Cardinale. Cardinale 2 up on Cortez, who's just ahead of Leung and Bixler. We got 105 down, 3:55 left. Man, Cortez broke a wing mount. A minute 15 in, 3:45 to go. Careful landing it. Yep, all clear, all clear. A minute 25 in, 3:35 left. Got one stuck up front, guys. Put him on the inside. Towards you, Andrew. Yep, thank you, sir. 1:35 in, 3:25 to go. All right, Martin White out front, 1.5 ahead of Kevin Allen. Got Kevin clocking in, 3.2 ahead of EG. EG now 3.3 ahead of Cardinale. Cardinale just 1.5 ahead of Bixler. Bixler rounding out the top 5. He's 3.5 ahead of Tim. Tim 0.8 ahead of Steve. We got 2 minutes down and 3 whole minutes left in this one. BG going 16.2 that time by. Careful getting on the straight, guys. All clear. So your leader driving, not blue, orange, white. Second place is the white and yellow. He's coming up on traffic. Third place will be the gold and purple. 2:25 in, 2:35 to go. So I got second place coming up on Tim and Steve. All right, good teamwork, guys. We got 2:40 down, 2:20 to go. Right now, White 2.5 ahead of Allen. Allen 3.4 ahead of Gonzalez. Gonzalez 4.8 ahead of Cardinale. Cardinale just ahead of Bixler. We got just over 2 minutes remaining, drivers. Martin, Kevin, Eric, Art, David, Tim, Steve, Brian, Carlos, your full order here. Oh, careful landing the last double. That's clearing up. Got a minute 45 to go. Closest battle right now, Eric versus David versus Art. They're battling for that final podium spot, making their way over the tabletop. A minute 35 remains. Oh, a little wheel bumping. A little bit boxing there. We got a minute 30 to go. EG with some bad luck. That is going to allow Bixler and Cardinale to get away. Cardinale, bad luck. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Tabletop up front. Tabletop up front, guys. Careful, careful. Boy, got just over a minute to go. So that is going to put Cardinale 1 second back at Gonzalez. Right now, Martin White. Oh, careful getting on this straightaway, guys. All clear, all clear. Race leader coming up on Albert there. Got second place. Will be coming up on Cardinale soon. Right now, your order with 45 seconds to go. Martin, Kevin, David, Eric, Art, Brian, Tim, Steve, Carlos. Got 30 seconds to go, drivers. Go, Brian. $20 seconds to go. Closest battle, let's see. Everyone's separated by at least 2.5 seconds here. Well, now, actually, Bixler and Gonzalez within 1 second. Those guys are making their way over the tabletop into that final double. 5 seconds to go. I'm not sure they'll get one more lap. Oh, EG clips the pipe. Time expires. Cross, and you will be done. One more car on a victory lap here. Martin White taking home the W here. So your podium in 40 plus tonight will be Martin, Kevin, and David. Rest of the order will be Eric, Art, Brian, Tim, Steve, Carlos, no Julian. All right, moving into race number 2. That is going to be our Sportsman Buggy 21.5 A main event. That is going to be Eddie, Craig, Carter, Theo, and Scott.
Carter Garcia. Ten car Ted.
Oh no, we have another look-alike. We have another one.
Eddie Fernandez. Scott Yo. 1 minute to the start of the race. Craig Oku.
Hey, Brian, look at that car going down the straight. Does it look familiar?
45 seconds to the start of the race.
We got another one. More like Steve Leung's, but yeah, it's kind of the same.
30 seconds to the start of the race. "15 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, this is race number 2 of our round of main events. I'm going to have to
Less than
apologize to
5.
Scott Yao in advance if I call you BG or Steve Leung. All right, looks like I got my marshals heading out here. Maybe one more on the left, guys. I need one more on the left, the west coast. Looks like Bixler's on the way. We'll set the grid. Eddie on the 1, Craig 2, Carter 3, Theo 4, Scott 5. All right, grid is set. We got marshals, drivers, best of luck. We're going racing. Less than 5. Oh. Couple of rollovers there in the first corner. Oh. Another rollover on the first lap. So that's going to put Craig Oku out to the early lead. Theo Lynn up to the 2 spot. Scott Yao in the 3. 25 seconds in, 4:35 to go. All right, Craig holding it down. We got ourselves a buggy train here, folks. Yeah, go ahead. I saw nothing. 45 in, 4:15 to go. Craig Oku out front. Oh, a little bit of ping pong there for Eddie Fernandez. Oh, trouble there at the tabletop. So Eddie Fernandez making his way to the front. Driving that teal buggy. Oh, we got ourselves a battle here. Oh. Just a friendly reminder, reverse is not allowed in racing. $125 in, $435 to go. Eddie Fernandez out front got Carter moving into the 2. Gap between those two drivers is 1.8. We got Craig Oku 2.4 behind Carter. Carter and Craig 2.3 above Scott. Scott 1.1 ahead of Theo. Oh, and Carter closing in on the race leader here. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Carter Garcia taking it over. Eddie taking it back. Carter taking it back. It's a battle here. It's going to be blue versus teal. Making their way over that final double. Around the bend into the chicane. Down the back straight they go. 2:45 left. Fast lap in this one. Carter Garcia 17.3. We got Eddie at 17.9. Craig 18.2. Scott 18.1. Theo 18.6. All right. 2:28 in. 2:30 down. 2:30 to go. This time by Garcia clocking in 2 seconds up on Fernandez. Fernandez 2.5 ahead of Oku. Oku 1.1 ahead of Yao. And Yao 4.5 ahead of Lin. Oh, trouble for Fernandez. That is going to allow Craig to come into the picture. Little pop top there is going to allow Craig to take the 2. And we got Scott lining up here for his shot. 3 down, 2 to go, drivers. Ooh, a little inside move there. Scott making it happen, but Scott hits the dot. Battle will continue on here. 1:45 remaining. Oh, trouble at the end of the straight. All clear, all clear. Meanwhile, Carter stretching his legs and starting to run. 17.9 that time by. Got Craig crossing the line. 18.8. That we'll put him about 5 seconds back. We got Eddie 1.9 back of Craig. And Scott crosses the line. 5.4 back of Eddie. 1:15 to go, drivers. 75 seconds left. $17.3 for Carter Garcia last time by at the stripe. Got 18.0 for Scott Yao that time by. 55 seconds remain. This time by at the stripe. Carter Garcia with a 6.9 second lead. We got Craig 1.7 ahead of Eddie. And Eddie 4.4 ahead of Scott. 40 seconds remain. Trouble at the tabletop. Landing the tabletop and it's clear. That's going to put A. Fernandez up to the 2. 30 seconds remain, drivers. This time by Eddie 1 second ahead of Craig. Craig is 3.4 ahead of Scott. And we got 20 seconds to go. Guys will likely get one more lap here. 10 seconds to go. Eddie going 17.5 that time by. 5 seconds remain. Oh, keep it together. Craig is right there. Oh, a little pop top there. Craig gets stuck. That's going to allow Scott to come around the corner. Oh, Craig does not want to lose to Scott there. Oh, man. Okay, Theo is retired. That will be a race, guys. Wow, that one coming down to the final lap for the final podium spot. Carter taking the victory. Eddie 2 and Scott 3. Craig finishing just a few seconds out of the podium spot. All right, folks, we're moving on to the 21.5 Expert A main event. All right, this is the 21.5 Expert A main event.
Andrew Newell, Brian Merck, Long Ben,
All right, this is 21.5
1 minute to the start of the race.
Expert. I think Foskett's looking for the podium, guys.
Jacob Jorgensen. 45 seconds to the start of the
Well,
race.
You guys might have missed a chance for the podium on that one. We'll get you next time. Let's get our marshals out here. We'll do the
30
podium
seconds to the
for
start of the
sportsman
race.
after this one. Foskett was ready. Nobody else was.
"15 seconds to the start of the race.
Wilson, you got to make this one?
Less than 5.
I don't know, Tony. Computer said less than 5. I'm just messing with you guys. Yeah, what he said. Exactly. Hey, Theo. Theo, is there somebody in this corner over here? Okay, cool. So, yeah, let's get Theo to the left side then. All right, got one more car on the way here. One more on the way. All right, race number 3. This is 21.5 Expert.
El Tigre.
All right, guys, let's line them up. Andrew on the 1, Jacob on the 2, Tony on the 3, Brian on the 4, and Ben on the 5. All right, good looking 21.5 Expert group tonight. Let's keep this going. I know there's a few other guys putting together 21.5 cars out there. Let's keep this trend alive. Drivers ready. We're going racing. Less than 5. And we are off. Noel leads them off. Jorgensen in tow. Ooh, a little pop top there from Merck. He keeps in control. All right, Noel 2/10 ahead of Jorgensen. Jorgensen 4/10 ahead of Wilson. Wilson 1.3 ahead of Long, and Long 1.8 ahead of Merck. Still early in this one. Got a 3-car lead breakaway. Now a 2-car lead breakaway. All right, 40 seconds in. Andrew Noel out front, driving the orange and white. We got Jorgensen driving the blue, green, and orange. Got 50 down, 4:10 remaining here. Andrew Noel goes 16.9. Doing just fine. 0.8 up on Jacob. Jacob 1.7 ahead of Tony. Tony 1.3 ahead of Ben, and Ben 1 even ahead of Brian. We got a minute 10 down and 3:55 to go. And Merck now making his way up to the 4 spot. 1:15 in, 3:45 left. A little battle here. Long and Merck. Oh, Merck a little off. No, sorry. Long a little off trajectory. Merck makes his way up to the 4. Meanwhile, out front, Andrew's starting to stretch his legs. A little trouble for Jacob. Will put Tony to the 2. All right, 140 down, 3:20 to go. All right, a minute 50 down, 3:10 remaining. Tony goes 16.5. Gap between our leaders is 2.5 seconds. Yeah, Tony 3.2 ahead of Jacob. Jacob 2.3 ahead of Brian. Brian is 5 ahead of Ben. Oh, we got one down the middle. That's going to allow Merck up to the 3. 21.5 is all about consistency. 2:15 in, 2:45 remains. Andrew Knoll out front. Gap is 6.4 seconds. So Andrew Knoll officially Sunday. Oh, putting it on its lid. I was about to say he's going Sunday driving on Friday night, but that is no longer a Sunday drive, folks. He is going to have Wilson to contend with here. They are now 1.8 apart from each other. All right, good teamwork there. Good. Oh, man. You're doing the right thing, Ben. You're doing the right thing. 3 minutes down, drivers. 2 minutes to go. Oh, Merck in trouble. You might have experienced some kind of mechanical failure on that car. Oh, his radio died. Son of a gun. Merck is out of this one. That is going to promote Ben up to the 4 spot. Jacob taking back the 3. We got a minute 35 to go. One upside down. That is our now former race leader, Andrew Knoll. The car formerly known as your race leader. Now 3 seconds back of El Tigre. El Tigre on the loose out here. All right, 110 remains, drivers. Oh, I got a feeling I know which car that is, too. All right, 1 minute to go, drivers. This time by, gap between first and second is going to be 5.5. Jacob Jorgensen now to the 2. Man, Knoll had a great race going for about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. Trouble for Jacob. That is going to put Andrew back in the 2nd spot. 30 seconds remain, drivers. Got to stay in it just in case something happens. It might not happen, but yeah, you got to stay in the fight. 15 seconds left, drivers. 2.7, the gap between Andrew and Jacob. A couple of our speedy youngsters here on NorCal Hobbies. Time has expired. Cross the line and you'll be done. El Tigre getting the victory lap here. And Wilson takes home the W here in 21.5 buggy. Andrew Knoll in the 2, followed by Jacob, Ben, and Brian. So podium for this one, Tony, Andrew, Jacob. All right, we're moving on to Stadium Truck. Oh, boy. Stadium Truck's going to be a full house. All right, podium for 21.5, expert Tony, Andrew, Jacob.
Rice Cakes. Double C. Austin Church. Too Soon Jr. 1 minute to the start of the race. Eric Gonzalez.
Oh, man. That's not a good sign, Nelson.
Jordan Rivera. 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, I am going to need some turn marshals. I might need a few volunteers on this one, guys.
David Newell.
This is a full house in. Whoa! That's even
30
worse than I
seconds to the
thought.
start of the race.
Oh, man, I'm sorry, Nelson. Oh, man. It's not the first time I've seen that, though. I think it's happened to
15
EG before.
seconds to the
I know
start
it's
of the
happened to
race.
Omar before. Actually, it happened to Landon one time, too. That happened to Landon. He sent me a picture.
Less than 5.
Really? How many times? You know, I've never actually broken a chassis. I've bent chassis. I've cracked chassis. But I've never actually broken one. EB410? Yeah.
Scott Jorgensen.
Oh, man, I remember the first generation of the B6. The chassis were made out of, like, tinfoil. You remember I bent, like, 8 of those? I was about ready to start driving a Losi. I was seriously looking at other cars when they released the updated chassis. All right, we got all of our marshals. We got our trucks. It's going to be Brian on the 1 spot, Jeff on the 2, Eric going to move up to the 3, Carlos 4, Jordan 5, David 6, Austin 7, Scott 8. What'd you eat, Scott? I said Scott 8, so I'm asking what you ate. Okay. Looks like Austin needs a sec. Oh, are you pulling out the drift car? Going to the backup car? All right, move. Hey, someone grab him. Get him on the back straight. Thank you, sir. No, it's okay. It's okay. It's all good. He already checked. All right, drivers. We are going racing here. Stadium Truck A main event. Drivers ready? Less than 5. Here we go. BG leads them off. Miranda in the 2 spot. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, Miranda upside down. All right, so it's going to be Brian Gross out front. He is 1.9 ahead of EG. So EG in the 2. Jordan taking a flip there. Oh, Miranda upside down. That's going to allow the rest of the pack to close in here. A little wheel-to-wheel action. Miranda wants to get away from this pack. Oh, trouble for Miranda there. All right, hold on, Carlos. Wait for one truck to pass, and you're good. Careful at the tabletop, guys. Jeez. All right, now it is going to be BG out front already putting a lap on some of his fellow competitors. Bit of a rough start for some of these guys. Oh, he was trying to let you by. He was trying. All right, minute 30 down, 3:30 left. Right now, it's Brian, Jordan, Eric, Carlos, Austin, David, Jeff, and Scott. We still got 3:30 left in this one. Oh. He was trying to give you a kick in the butt to get you going. It just didn't work out. He was a lap up, or else, yeah, I would have probably called that. 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Ah, man, Church is out. Oh, we got one down. Tabletop, all clear. 2 down, 3 to go. BG with a 4.7 second lead. Rabara holding down the 2 spot. He's 2.5 ahead of Eric. Eric is 5 seconds ahead of Carlos. Carlos 6 clear of David Knoll. Got David clocking in this time by 5 seconds ahead of Jeff. And Jeff about half a lap up on Scott. Careful getting onto the straight, guys. Getting onto the straight. Be careful. Oh, back straight, back straight. Start finish line, back straight. Start finish line, back straight, back straight. Oh, man, Carlos is out. Man, this has been a rough stadium truck race. 2 minutes to go. Right now, BG 5.5 up on Jordan. Jordan 1.9 ahead of Eric. Jeff Miranda moving into the 4th spot due to attrition. But let's see. Yeah. Closest battle right now is going to be Jordan versus Eric. They're 1.7. I need a little help. Thank you, sir. Oh, ball cup. We got a minute 30 to go, drivers. BG 5.3 up on Jordan. Jordan 3.1 ahead of EG. EG 1 lap up on Jeff. Jeff 5 ahead of David. And Jorgensen currently on pit row. Unscheduled pit stop. All right, folks, just over a minute to go. This is race number 4 on track. We got our expert B-main up next. So we are approaching our midway break, our intermission, so to speak. "45 seconds remain. "40 to go. "30 seconds left. Closest battle here is going to be Miranda and Knoll. Those guys separated by just about a second and a half now. 15 seconds. All right, we got 5 seconds to go. Whoa. What was... All right, that'll be a race. Podium for this one's Brian, Jordan, Eric. What was it, guys? Holy hamburgers. Yeah, I saw that from up here. Wow. All right, we're going on our intermission here. I have some back-to-backs. Stadium truck expert B-main. We're going on intermission. I'm going to go see what that spark was. We'll update our viewing audience at home in just a few minutes. All right, we're going on intermission. 5 minutes, guys. 5-minute intermission. All right, I believe all of our back-to-backers between Stadium Truck and the Expert B Main are good to go now. So let's get this show on the road. Turn marshals will be our remaining contestants from Stadium Truck. In case those of you in our viewing audience at home are wondering what's going on, or wondering what happened just before an intermission, looks like a power cable partially vaporized sent a rather large
Jordan
spark,
Rivera.
rather bright. Everyone is okay, and the only piece of equipment that came away harmed was that power cable.
Nelson B.
Charger, miraculously, still works. All right.
Steve Bloom.
This is race number
AJ
5.
Cardinale.
Let's get our Stadium Truck guys out here to turn marshal this one. All right, I need turn marshals, guys. I got EG out there. Let's see. I should also have Jeff, David, Scott, Carlos, Austin. Looking for those guys. Stadium Truck guys, I need your marshal now. I need you guys now. Line up for this one. Brian on the 1, Nelson 2, Jordan 3, Steve 4, and Art 5. All right, marshals for this one going to be Jeff, David, Scott, Carlos, Austin. All right, Brian 1, Nelson 2, Jordan 3, Steve 4, Art 5. All right, folks, grid is set. We got marshals. Do I have somebody in this corner over here? Cool. All right, we're good to go. All right, racers in less than 5. BG leading them off. Nelson in the 2. Art holding down the 3, followed by Jordan, then Steve. Top 2 in this one go on to the A main event, which is a little bit later tonight. BG 8/10 up on B. Yeah, B 1 second ahead of Cardinale. About 3 seconds back to Jordan and 1.7 back to Steve. 40 seconds in. Race leader BG driving a yellow, orange, blue, and white. 50 seconds down, 4:10 to go. All right, BG holding down the top spot so far. He's driving that car that looks an awful lot like Scott Yao's car. 1 minute 15 in, 3:45 to go. So BG 1.1 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 4.8 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 4.3 ahead of Art. And Art just tenths of a second ahead of Steve when they cross the line. Looks like the roles have reversed. Steve Young now to the 4 spot. And a little trouble for Nelson there. BG hits the pipe. So 1 and 2 across the line here. These guys are letting Jordan catch him. So Nelson just 0.2 ahead of Brian. Brian is 1.9 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 6 seconds clear of Steve. Steve 0.9 ahead of Art. We got 2 down, 4 minutes remain. .215 in, 2:45 remaining. Nelson, Brian, Jordan, your lead breakaway here. Got Nelson 0.4 ahead of Brian. Brian 1.2 ahead of Jordan. Oh, BG threads the needle there, sends it through, taking over the top spot. Down the back straightaway they go. 2:35 in, 2:25 to go. Jordan going 16-2 that time around. Let's try to catch up to these leaders here. Part of that lead pack. We got 2:55 in, 2:05 to go. Just over 2 minutes left. And we still got ourselves a battle. BG trying to run away from these other 2 cars. All right, 1:50 remains. BG 0.6 ahead of Jordan. Jordan 0.4 ahead of Nelson. 1:45 as they cross over the tabletop. Trouble for BG. It's going to put him to the 3 spot. Jordan now your new race leader. 1:35 remains. Our top 3 cars continuing to battle. Around the wall ride over that final double into the chicane around the bend down the back straight. 1:15 to go. These guys all separated by less than 1 second. If you're not watching this battle, you should be. Jordan versus Nelson versus Brian making their way over that final double. Through the chicane once again, nose to tail. 1 minute remains. Jordan now almost 1 second ahead of Nelson. Nelson 0.8 ahead of Brian. Oh, Brian clips the dot. We still got 45 seconds to go. Anything can happen here. Jordan 0.8 ahead of Nelson. Nelson 2.9 ahead of Brian. Oh, Jordan gets it wrong. Nelson getting slightly caught up, but he moves to the 1 spot. 25 seconds left. These guys are battling. Jordan right behind him. Oh, Nelson getting a little wiggly there. Oh, Jordan off trajectory. Brian into the picture. We got 13 seconds to go, guys. Oh, Jordan gets sent. 5 seconds to go, drivers. Oh, BG gets caught on the wheels. It's going to come down to this final half a lap here. Nelson has just 1 corner to go. Down the back straight, it is going to be Nelson today. Jordan in the 2, Brian 3, Steve 4, and Art 5. Good race, gentlemen. Good race. All right, we are now looking at the Sportsman A main event.
Car Ted.
All right, Sportsman 17.5, which will be Craig, Sean, Scott, Theo, and Eddie. Turn marshals will be the guys from that last race.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race. Sean Torres. 30 seconds to the start of the race.
Oh, no. Looks like problems for Craig, maybe?
Scott Jorgensen.
Oh, his car seems to be running.
15 seconds to the start of the race. Scott Yo. Less than 5. Craig Oku.
All right, folks, let's line them up. It's going to be Craig on the 1 spot, Sean on the 2, Scott 3, Theo 4. Is Eddie around? No Eddie? Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't know why. Okay. All right. Grid is good. We got marshals. Drivers, best of luck. Yes. C. All right. We are going racing, drivers, in less than 5. Oh, so it's going to be Jorgensen out to an early lead. Scott with an excellent start, going from the last spot to challenging for the lead, all within 1 lap. How was that for a start? And there it is. We got Scott Yao driving the BG lookalike, making his way to the top spot. He's trying to be like his favorite driver, Brian Gross. Hey, Brian's one of my favorite drivers. We got 50 down, 4:10 to go. Actually, I'm the race director. You're all my favorite drivers, all of you. 1 minute down, 4 minutes to go. Got Scott Yao out front. Jorgensen holding down the 2 spot just ahead of Torres. And we got Oku battling with Lynn. 120 in, 340 to go. Fast lap so far. Scott Yao going to 17.4. Got Sean Torres going 17.9. Craig going 18.1. Theo 18.1. And Scott in 18.8. So Scott Yao starting to step away from the rest of the field. $145 down, $315 to go. Race leader now 7.9 seconds clear of the rest of the pack. A little trouble for Sean's going to allow Theo by. So Craig Oku taking over the 2nd spot last time around. Oh, got a battle here. Those guys going for that final podium spot. 220 in, 240 to go. So Scott 8 seconds clear of Craig. Craig is now 4.5 seconds clear of that pack. All right, 230 in, 230 to go. Best battle on track right now is Theo, Scott, and Sean. Scott just making the move to the 3 spot. Nice and clean. 245 down, 215 to go. 3, 4, and 5 make their way over that tabletop into the final double. Oh, and a little trouble there for a couple of cars. Yeah, 3 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. We got one down up front. Oh. Got a minute 40 remaining. Ah, man, Scott, I know the feeling. All too well. A minute 30 to go, drivers. Got one down in that final double. Careful, careful, careful. 120 to go, drivers. Closest battle right now, Sean versus Theo. So Sean battling the pink car. All right, we got just over 1 minute to go, drivers. Scott, Craig, Sean, Theo, Scott, your 4 running order. Craig just going 17-7 last time around. Finds himself about 9 seconds back of the race leader. Craig does find himself 12 seconds ahead of Sean. And a little trouble for Sean there. That's going to put Theo to the 3rd spot. Final podium spot up for grabs here. Sean versus Theo. Theo versus Sean. "25 seconds to go. "15 seconds. All right, Scott Yao making his way over that first double on the left to the tabletop. Time has expired. Keep on going, drivers, till you cross the line. And one more car making his way around the final couple of corners. That'll be a race, guys. That'll be a race. Scott Yao taking down the W. Craig Oku in the 2. And Theodore Lin taking down that final podium paying position. Rest order will be Sean, Scott, and we're moving on to intermediate. Podium is Scott, Craig, and Theo. Race number 7. The track is now yours.
Tim Elbert, David Newell, Long Ben, Austin Church. 1 minute to the start of the race. Grasshopper, Brian Merck, Jacob Jorgensen. 45 seconds to the start of the race. "30 seconds to the start of the race.
All right. Let's see. I got Scott out there. I got Sean. Rest of you guys, go ahead and set your cars down. Come on out to Marshall.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
This is our 17.5 intermediate A main event.
Less than 5.
All right. Well, we still got some marshals coming out here, but in the meantime, we're going to put Bixler on the 1, Jorgensen 2, Church 3, Albert 4, Noel 5, Merck 6, Long 7. All right. So I got 2 marshals in the middle. I think I got Marshall on the right. I need a few marshals on the left. I should have Scott, Craig, Theo, Sean, and Scott. All right, can I get maybe one more volunteer on the left? One more on the left? Anybody out there? Anybody? Anybody out there? Yeah, they don't want a marshal. I know. All right, we're going to have to go with this, guys. Drivers, best of luck in less than 5. So it's going to be Jorgensen now making his way to the top spot. Dave, wait for one more car pass. Okay. Oh, it's going to be Jorgensen out front, followed by Bixler. Then we got Albert in the 3 spot. Merck up to the 4, followed by Noel, Long, and Church. 35 seconds down. So this is our final race on this track layout. If you liked the track, it's the farewell race. If you didn't like the track, it's the good riddance race. Depending on the outlook. We got 55 in, 4:05 to go. Right now it is Jorgensen out front, 0.9 ahead of Bixler. A little bit of a gap back to Albert, 2.6 seconds. Albert right now 2.4 ahead of Merck. Merck 3.5 ahead of Long. We got a minute 15 down, 3:45 to go. Out front's a battle here. Jorgensen versus Bixler. Down the back straight to go. Buck 25 in, 3:35 to go. Race leaders coming up on traffic. Good teamwork. Race leader driving the dark blue and the green. Second place, the white and the light green. 1:45 in, 3:15 to go. Jorgensen, Bixler, Albert, Merck, Long, Noah, and Church, your full running order. We got 2 minutes down, 3 minutes to go. Careful at the tabletop, guys. All clear. 2 minutes down, drivers. 3 minutes left. Oh, we got one down on the left there. That was Jorgensen. So I'll put David Bixler up to the top spot. Right now he has a 3.4 second advantage. White and green is your race leader. Second place is the dark blue and green. Third place is going to be a blue and fluorescent red. 2:40 down, 2:20 left, drivers. Bixler, Jorgensen, Albert, followed by Merck, Long, Church, Knoll. At 2:45 down, 2:15 to go. .205 remains. This time by Bixler, 2.9 ahead of Jorgensen. Jorgensen finds himself 4.4 ahead of Albert. Albert about 5 seconds up on Long, or Merck rather. Merck 3.5 ahead of Long. Careful at the last double. All clear, all clear. Minute 45 remains. Bixler now 2.3 ahead of Jorgensen. Jorgensen 5 ahead of Albert. Albert 5 ahead of Merck. Merck 3.5 ahead of Long. Long 4.1 ahead of Church. Church 6 ahead of Knoll. Oh, we got a somersault there. 1:25 remaining. This time around, we got Bixler clocking in. Jorgensen crosses the line 1.8 back, so the lead is slightly diminishing here. Jorgensen making a push. We got just over a minute left, drivers. Oh, Jorgensen flips it. Pushing a little too hard. 55 seconds left. Bixler has a 2.4 second lead. What can Jacob do here? .45 seconds remain. Also got a battle here. Brian Merck versus Tim Albert. Those guys over the tabletop. Albert taking it back. Oh, Merck flips it, but lands on all four wheels, thankfully. Battle continues on. 30 seconds left. All right, 1.7 between your leaders that time around. This time around, it's going to be 1.3. Jorgensen goes 16.5 that lap. He's going to need a few more of those. 10 seconds left. They might get by for one more lap. Maybe. 8 seconds. 5 seconds. 4. And they do. Gap is 0.6 between your leaders. They're coming up on David Knoll next. Time has expired. Race to the line, guys. It's going to be close here. Jorgensen has the inside look. Down the back straight they go. It's a drag race here down the back straightaway. Jacob Jorgensen wins by .02. What a battle to the finish. That was awesome, guys. Jacob Jorgensen, David Bixler, a battle to the bitter end. Tim Elbert takes the final podium spot. He had his own battle against Brian Merck at the end. All right, drivers. Jacob, David, and Tim to the podium, please. What a battle. All right, we're moving on to race number 8.
Andrew Newell, Ryan Sagizi, Martin White, Jovi Levin, Nelson B., Jordan Rivera. 1 minute to the start of the race. Kevin Allen, Too Soon Jr., 45 seconds to the start of the race.
All right, waiting on a few more cars to get checked in here.
Goompa. "30 seconds to the start of the race. El Tigre. "15 seconds to the start of the race. Less than 5.
Oh, man. All right, I'm going to need a few more turn marshals, guys. Drivers from the last one. All of you guys. All right, grid for this one will be Levin 1, Mirafuente 2, Sagisi 3, White 4, Miranda 5, Allen 6, Knoll 7, Wilson 8, B 9, Rabara 10. All right, guys, we got marshals. We got a grid. We're going racing here. Drivers, best of luck. We'll be racing in less than 5. And Mirafuente taking the top spot, but Mirafuente, holy hamburgers. Wow. I'll watch a replay on that one. Martin White now out to an early lead. Things getting a little bit crazy here. We got ourselves a pack. Ryan Sagisi currently out front, 0.8 ahead of Mirafuente. Oh, back straight, back straight. Oh, a little pile up here. So it looks like Martin White up to the 2, Jovi in the 3. Trouble for Bryant. That's going to move him back into the Hornets' nest. So Sagisi trying to stretch his legs and run away. Right now, Sagisi 2.7 ahead of that second place car. 11 now to the 2. Let's see what Jovi can do. 1 minute and 10 seconds in. We got Ryan Sagisi 3.1 ahead of Jovi 11. Jovi is 0.4 ahead of Martin. 120 down, 340 remains. Ryan that time by 15.8. Jovi this time around to 15.8 as well. Gap is 3 seconds even. 130 down, 330 to go. Ryan, Jovi, Martin, followed by Bryant, Jeff, Kevin, Andrew, Nelson, Jordan, Tony. 140 in and 320 to go. That time around, Jovi 11, 15.4. Careful at the tabletop, guys. That is clear. Oh, nope, tabletop still. All right, now we're clear. 2 minutes in, 3 to go. This time by a gap between Ryan and Jovi is 2.2. Leader right now is teal. Second place is black, orange, and white. Oh, trouble for Ryan. Uncharacteristic bobble from Sagisi. And that's going to allow Martin White now to take the 2 spot. 2:15 in, 2:45 to go. Jovi Levin now 3.8 second advantage on that second spot battle. 2-spot battle over the tabletop. It's going to be Marty versus Ryan. Blue, orange, white versus the teal, gunmetal, and white. 2:40 down, 2:20 to go. Closest battle is going to be those 2 cars making their way over that tabletop jump. Good teamwork. Oh, Marty getting it a little bit wrong. Ryan gets caught up in that battle. Ah, man, a big mess. Oh, man. 3 minutes in, 2 minutes to go. Looks like Mirafuente benefits from that one, moving into the 3 spot. A 2-spot battle, still strong, but now it's Marty versus Bryant. A minute 50 remains. Jovi Levin now 7.6 seconds out front. Martin trying to make that car super wide. 1:35 to go. Battle for the 2 spot down the back straight. Marty versus Bryant. They got Ryan 1.9 behind them. Ryan's going to try to close this gap here. 1:25 remains, drivers. Jovi, Martin, Bryant, Ryan, Jeff, your top 5, followed by Nelson, Kevin, Jordan, Tony, Andrew. 1:20 to go. Closest battle here is for the 2 spot. Marty versus Bryant. Over the tabletop once again. Oh, Ryan gets it wrong in the chicane. We still got just over 1 minute to go, drivers. This battle's still going strong. Martin White making that buggy super wide. Those 2 contestants making their way into the chicane. Onto the back straight. Down they go. 45 seconds remaining. Bryant looking for a way around. Marty giving him nothing. Oh, a little wide there, but not enough. Good teamwork. 30 seconds to go. Down the back straight once again. Gap is 0.1 between. Oh, that was close. And they're still close. Inches apart. 20 seconds remaining. Bryant is putting the pressure on. 15 seconds. Race like this is your last lap, guys. This could very well be the final lap. Martin keeping the lines tight. Bryant looking for a way around. 2 seconds left. Bryant going for the move. He gets the move and 2 corners to go. And Mirafuente taking it by 1/10 of a second at the line. That'll be a race, guys. Jovi taking the victory. Final margin, 13 seconds. Bryant taking the 2 spot. Martin rounds out the podium. Rest of the order will be Ryan, Jeff, Nelson, Kevin, Jordan, Andrew, and Tony. All right, guys, short course.
Double C.
Nice. I call that move the dolphin. The diving dolphin.
One minute to the start of the race. "45 seconds to the start of the race.
And we're off. Man, Theo might need to change his pants now.
30 seconds to the start of the race.
Okay, this is short course truck.
15 seconds to the start of the race.
You heard the man. 15 seconds. Let's go. Yeah.
Less than 5.
It's not looking good for Theo, guys.
Eddie Fernandez.
Oh, man. All right, well, I guess it's mano y mano here. It's not looking good for Theo. Well, Carlos and Eddie, go ahead and line them up. All right, folks. We're going racing. Less than 5. You got this, Jordan. You got this. If anybody wants to help Jordan, it's not too late. He can be saved. Thank you, guys. Four wheels for 5 minutes. Whoa. Hey, that was stunt driving. It did. Boink. All right, 50 seconds in. This is short course truck. All right, Cortez going 19-0. Way to go. Eddie dropping an 18-2. All right, we got 120 down, 240 to go. Carlos is 4 seconds ahead of Eddie. We got Eddie 4 laps ahead of Theo. Oh, a little tumble there. A little tumble rooski. It'll buff out. 140 down, 220 left. Carlos Cortez going 18-2. All right, Carlos Cortez leads this one. Eddie Fernandez holding down the 2 spot. Gap between these drivers is 6.6 seconds. We got a minute 45 remaining. Another 18-2 for Double C. All right, minute 30 to go. 90 seconds. Minute 20 left in this one, drivers. Carlos Cortez now 12 seconds ahead of the competition. Got Eddie Fernandez 8 laps up on his competition. All right, minutes to go, drivers. $50 seconds to go. Eddie wants a battle. Getting bored all by himself. Go, Eddie, go. 30 seconds left. All right, 15 seconds. A little inside, outside. Aim for the door, Eddie. Aim for the door. right, when you guys cross the line, that'll be a race. All right, well, that'll be a race, guys. If y'all keep on battling, go ahead. But you won't be scored at this point. All right, thank you all for coming out to another edition of Friday Night Racing. Remember, guys, Corona Classic this Sunday. Gates open 7:30. Racing starts 10:30. Track change tomorrow night, 5 p.m. Be there. All right, folks. Thank you all. Thank you to our viewers at home.